What's up, Ruby Crew, and welcome to another review video. Today's review is all about the Moti, okay? The Moti refillable pod system. So the Moti is made by the same people who make the Mojo. You guys might know this guy. Still one of my very favorite disposable pod systems. So yeah, these two are made by the very same people anyway. Having said all that, let's go straight to the close-ups. All right, everybody, here we are with the Moti. So this guy has a 500 mAh battery. It does have an auto switch. Now this does look like a button. It's not a button. Okay, we'll get to that here in a sec. It's got about a 50-minute charging time on it as well, from fully flat to fully charged. We have a 1.8 mil capacity here on the pods. They do come in a 1.2 to 1.5 ohm resistance range. And they're using a, quote, honeycomb ceramic core on the inside for their little coils. All right, here's the box the Moti will come in. And yes, ka-chow! I do have a knife, and I will attempt to get this plastic off. All right, get it off here. Okay, okay. So we'll just open her up, see what's on the inside. Little slidey guy here. We've got the gray one, and that is our battery. Okay, that'll come right there where you see it. We do have the pod here in a little foil packet, and a charging cable right here. On the underside, you will get a user manual as well. All right, so let's take a look at this guy from top to bottom. Boom, we've got our pod. It is held in magnetically, and you can only put it in one direction, okay? So you can't put it that way. That doesn't do anything, so you have to put it in that way. And these guys are refillable. To refill them, you take off this top cap. All right, and then you're gonna see a little plug here. You take that out, and then right here, you're gonna see a hole here, a hole here, and a hole here. Obviously, that is going to be where your airflow comes from. Do not pour e-liquid down the center. Just pour it down one of these sides. You can very easily see your e-liquid level. Just fill her up, and then you'll put this plug back in, and then you'll put on your little top mouthpiece as well, and that snaps right into place. And with our battery here, this is the deep blue color. It does look a little bit brighter here, but yeah, this is the deep blue. All right, and your pod's just gonna sit right in here, and you can see that that is angled, so that's going to give you your single directionality for your pod placement right here. That is a light. So what this light is going to do when you're drawing on it, okay, because we do have an auto switch, when you're drawing on it, it's going to light up. It'll start flickering when there's lower power in the battery, when you need to charge it. While it is charging, it will be steady, and then when it is completely charged, that light there will shut off. And you do charge it right here at the bottom. That's just a standard little micro USB port. Guys, that's it for the close-ups of the Moti. Why don't we take her up top, see how she vapes. All right, guys, so I found these at a couple of different websites for $27.99. So it's basically for the starter kit, which includes the pod, the battery, and the charging cable. And a 4-pack of a refillable pods will cost you $16.99. So let's go over some pros and cons here. We're gonna start off with the things that I don't like. I'm just gonna vape it again real fast, though. Okay, it only comes with one pod. Ugh, I'd really like to see in a starter kit at least 2 pods. I really feel like starter kits like this, especially if they're more for like a newer vapor, should come with 2 pods. I just think that would make this kit even better. And really the only other complaint that I have about this is that I don't feel like it's hitting quite hard enough. Okay, so the resistance range on these is between 1.2 and 1.5 ohms, okay, kind of depending on which pod you get. Okay, there's really only one resistance that they sell them at, but that resistance can vary from pod to pod. I just don't feel like it's hitting quite hard enough. It's close, but I just feel like it needs a little bit more oomph. What I would recommend for these guys to do is to just come out with like a 1 ohm pod, or like a, you know, a 0.8, something like that. And I think we'd be good to go. Now, let's talk about the things that I like. Holy crap, this thing looks amazing. It is so sleek. Okay, it feels really nice in the hand. It doesn't feel super cheap like some of the other refillable pod systems do. This one just feels nice, it looks good, and it's just sexy as hell. You're gonna have a really great battery life with this guy as well. 500 mAh, that is going to last you quite some time. I think a 1.8 ml capacity on the pods is fantastic. For $27.99, so 28 bucks, that is a good price too. We have decent vapor production. Once again, I just wish that they would lower the resistance of the pods just a tiny bit. I think we'd get a little bit better performance from it, but you do have a really nice flavor once the pod kind of breaks in. Oh, and if you're curious, I am using some mee salts today. This is their grape flavor. It's a 50-50 blend in 20 milligrams. So overall, the Moti, would I recommend it? Yeah, I think it's great. I think this will be really good to kind of introduce somebody into vaping. I think a lot of veteran vapors as well, people who just want, you know, a stealthy device, but something that's going to get them through the whole day. 500 mAh and a 1.8 ml capacity will definitely get you through your whole day. So there we go, guys. Those are my thoughts about the Moti. A huge thanks to those guys for sending it my way for review. And don't forget that you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at RubyRuVapes. You can also find me on Facebook. Vape 'em if you got 'em. Cheers.